Hello everyone, I'm Cakes. Please excuse the unfinished Stransona. I had no time to finish all 8 of them, and possibly more. I really wanted to upload this video in a scheduled time, so I left it unfinished for now. But also, it's a really good example of how I map out my cookie run sprites. I love showing off my process. But anyways, do you remember BAD4? I know I do. I miss them every single day, and I long for the merchandise that I never got to buy. So after years of no BAD4 merch or even any content, I figured it's time I do something about it. I am an artist after all. And this is what the video is about. I want to start making my own BAD4 merch. For me and all the hungry BAD4 fans out there. And I'm gonna do everything. Prints, keychains, standees, lanyards, plushies, pillows, plush buttons, everything! But there's one problem. I don't know anything about the mail service. I only sent one package out to a friend, and I forgot the entire process. And I really don't want to make any mistakes when starting a business in my own house. But no worries, because I'm gonna be opening up a shop in a little place called ActGoods. ActGoods is a marketplace that uses art uploaded through Woocry. The company does all the printing and prints what's ordered, so there's less of a risk in having an overflowed inventory full of merchandise that never sold. The service is such a blessing. It's so convenient for artists to just sell their stuff on a website, pre-built with everything we need to start selling stuff. Now, I want to talk about a few things regarding what I'm selling. The products I want to sell won't be epoxy or the villain of Artist Alley, acrylic. But instead, it's going to be, please hold your breath, wood. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Isn't using wood just as bad as using plastic? And you're totally correct in that statement, I'm not denying it. But I have my reasons for my decision. I'm thinking about what's gonna happen to my products in the long run. These trinkets aren't forever, and just like a lot of products, it'll rot away in a box once the hyperfixation ends, before eventually being thrown out. No item is forever, and comparing a wooden product to a plastic one, only one of them is biodegradable. I really wish we as a society were advanced enough to find other materials that break down over time when dug under dirt, while maintaining the overall good quality when it's in use. But we're not quite there yet. So wood is my only safe option as opposed to plastic. And while we're talking about worrying about the environment, I really wish ActGoods was partnered with Vograce instead, because Vograce has made a better incentive in being a greener company. Like collabing with an organization like FCS. They produce fast-growing wood and not cut down already mature trees for these projects. And they also provide safer packaging, but only for select products. I'm not really sure what Woocry's stance is on cutting back on pollution, but I can't really change my marketplace. Maybe one day I'll be a little bit more confident in my ability to sell stuff online in my own marketplace. Unless I was doing a marketplace in real life, like a tabling at a college or something, I would buy Vograce products in that case. Also, I really need to put this somewhere to remind my younger viewers and probably even my older viewers, pollution and the rapid decline in our environment isn't entirely because of us, the common folk I mean. But the real culprit is, can you guess it? Yep, that's right. Billionaires! You get a prize, and you get a prize, and you get a prize! If it's not obvious what I mean by this, let me just explain real quick. Billionaires pretty much own all these companies, and all these companies are dumping their trash into the water supply and then also in our ground, not to mention the data centers that are a new problem that didn't exist 5 years ago that aren't really necessary. They're also rapidly increasing global warming at an extreme rate, and they're affecting smaller areas to the point that they're kicking out entire towns of people just to build them. And the people that are already living next to one are experiencing pollution in their soil, air, water, even the noise outside their homes. Oh, and not to mention that all these companies are also lobbying for the war in Gaza. So not only is the environment dying, children are also dying overseas for these billionaires so they can get more land, so they can build more stuff, so they can have more shit, so we can get it. Pollution is a serious issue, and I really want everyone, no matter how much influence you have, just learn, just know what's going on, what's affecting what, who's getting affected by this the most, where is it coming from, why, and just be educated. Just educate yourself. Some of you probably already heard all of this before, and you probably hear it every single day if you're very active on social media, but I'm making my stance clear. I'm against pollution, I'm against war, I'm against oppression. and I'm against genocide. You know, it's been reported that people get labeled as terrorists for saying this alone, so let that sink in. But the main point I'm trying to make is that there are more factors to the pollution. So one plastic keychain isn't really gonna do much in the long run, I think. Well, it's gonna obviously do something bad, but just be aware on what you're producing. Artists should be aware on what they're producing, how much they're producing, and how much it affects the environment. Oh yeah, this video was about keychains. Sorry about that. But keep my lessons in your minds. Anyways, yeah, don't feel too bad about your acrylic junk, but we as artists have a choice to not add to the problem. And I know it's a stereotype that artists love their acrylic junk, but we can cut back on it, especially with these other options that are available. It doesn't have to be plastic, unless it's a shaker charm. Not to sound like a hypocrite, but I really want to make a shaker charm too. But only because there's no other available option for shaker charms. It's just plastic. If there are wooden shaker charms, I'd give my 2 kidneys. I would probably still experiment with shaker charms, but I don't know. I'll leave that for the future. Hopefully my prayers will be answered. Woo cry if you can hear me. Make wooden shaker charms. Please, woo cry if you can hear me. Anyways, I want to talk a little more about what I plan on doing for the shop whenever it opens, because I had a bunch of ideas before the accident. It was a couple months ago. I was in my university working on animations and playing Cookie Run Kingdom. I accidentally clicked on an ad while checking for my daily gifts. No biggie, I'll just wait until it's over. Boom. Screenshots off. iPad unresponsive. I book it out of the uni, not knowing what the conditions of my iPad is. And I took this thing to 3 separate shops. The first shop gave me hope, telling me, oh, it's working just fine internally, but it's just not showing us a picture. Okay, I take it to the next shop. They tell me, it's kind of working, but we can recommend a place that specializes with Apple products. Okay, I take it to the third and final place. They have it for 3 days, and then I get a call on Friday.
Hey, sorry. Yeah, your iPad is like completely unresponsive. Yeah, it's dead. Come pick it up when you can.
I was devastated. All my animations, all my art references, my finished art, my 3D models, my paid apps, gone! It was a slow realization too, because all this took like a whole month until I realized it's just dead completely. And nothing was backed up because this was my sister's iPad and she did not pay for any Apple Cloud or whatever the I ended up getting a new iPad in the end, thanks to my followers on Twitter for helping me pay for it, my parents, and my real-life job because I have one of those. That's 1K down the drain. Luckily, I did have some stuff archived through my public and private Twitter accounts, so I did manage to save some of my merch concepts. And as you can see, I had a lot of ideas. But we have to start off small with the most commonly found item in an artist alley, which are keychains. I had a different idea originally with how they were supposed to look, but after losing all the progress I made, I decided, whatever, I'll just redesign it completely. And maybe losing the tablet was a blessing in disguise, because I really like the new designs better than the old ones. Like, what was I thinking? This is so much better than just having them hang like rag dolls. But it took me so long to actually come up with the new designs because I was still trying to crawl out of my depression hole after losing everything in the old iPad. Oh my god, I lost so much. But don't you worry, my BAD4lings. I will provide what Dev Scissors is too coward to give us. Anyways, the question you're probably asking is, when's the merch gonna drop? Well, I'm glad you asked because this was an ad the entire time! The shop is live right now on my @goods account. So come on down to the cake shop and come buy your own TNT, Mushy P, Hellhound, and or CZ Skull keychain right now! I am a fucking artist! My goal is to reach at least 30 sales, so I'll know this direction I'm taking is something people are actually interested in. But no pressure, even if we don't reach the goal, I still have way more ideas on the way, including 3 more keychains of the remaining BAD4 members. If you can guess who these 3 members are, the first comment will be pinned. So don't forget to check out the shop, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm hoping to make more videos like these, and also upgrade my setup as I go. Maybe I'll have my sprites done by the next video, only if I don't fall back on Art Fight too much. much. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video, whatever it is, maybe an animation. Bye guys! Wait, what? BAD4 is coming out in the next update? Holy shit!